What is up, y'all? Somehow, this always occurs. It's because I just had this set up for a video. Now I gotta redo this part. Okay, hold on. We're good. We're good. Oh, damn. First of all, my lamp is falling. Number one, that was crazy. Why is this not standing up? Right? What the hell? Why is my lamp just straight up falling on me? Now I gotta fix my hat because there's no way this is supposed to look like this. I don't even know how I've done this. Let me just get this hat situated. I have to fold it. I don't know if it looks corny when I do that, but I mean, hopefully it don't, because I've been doing this ever since I got this damn hat and I go to work like this. So hopefully not. Alright, damn, everything's all messed up. My necklace. I can't believe I just got up like this. Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, from Argentina. That is nice. That is crazy. I have a lot of people from different countries here. Insane. Insane. Alright. So now everything is all situated. So today, I've clearly, you can probably tell, woke up late again. I honestly don't know what it is. I mean, it could be because I'm doing back-to-back 12s. Like, sometimes I would do, like, 12s and I'll do a 10, throw it in there. You know, mix it up. But this time, I've been doing 12s, like, straight back-to-back. So maybe that's why it's so hard for me to wake up. And it's even to the point where, like, right now, when I was in bed, I was like, oh, I think I'm just gonna keep sleeping. But I was like, no, because if I do that, then I will never get up to go live. I'm like, I have to get myself up because, man, I'm gonna be done for. So, finally, we're up. And the goal today, and honestly, I need to switch my sub count, I think, right? Because my goal, oh no, I think my sub count is good. Because I believe my goal was to hit 980. And I think we hit that. I believe we're at 973. So the only thing I want to change is the fact that this is 963, so I need to like get this to about 73. Sorry if you're probably gonna keep seeing that pop on the screen. I clicked it like 7 times to get it to where it needs to be. So that's probably gonna be annoying. At least you don't hear it, I'm sure. But okay, hold on, let me come back over here. Because there's a lot that we need to do. So actually no, let me stay here. How do I get out of this? Oh, okay. I'm like, how do I get out of studio mode? So let me delete this. So the goal for today is that I can't do the counter project. We've been hopping in here and we've been solving that counter project so easily that it's unbelievable. So the only thing I could probably really do is I could go back and solve the hard questions on here to see if I got it. I think I got the first one down pat, the second one down pat. Really comes down to the third and fourth one where I be having issues at. Oh no, not even. I think the third one is like where you just put, if it's F, make it false. If it's true, if it's anything else, make it true. So I think it's really the last one. But I don't know. I don't think I need to go over there and go and solve that. So as of right now, we ended up there's some note taking that I gotta take here for the Odin project, which is why I haven't moved forward since, because really it's just a lot of note taking. And man, I just don't want to take a lot of notes on live. So I'm probably going to solve a couple of questions on Free Code Camp for about 10 minutes and then probably take notes for the rest of the time here because I honestly have been slacking on my notes just because I don't want to do it on live. So that's where my difficulty is at right now. So let's keep this pushing. The goal is to become a freelancer by learning a bit more JavaScript because I already got HTML, CSS under my belt. Let's keep this pushing. So in your tag function, find the line of code that says this updates the monster health variable. Place it within an if block with a condition that calls is monster hit. Excuse me. So it's saying update, find the line of code that updates the monster's health. So right here. I think, unless they're talking about this. So it's either this or this. Oh wait, I mean this or this. Those are the only 3, well there's 3 things, but 2 things that say monster's health. So place it within an if block with a condition that calls the monsters hit me, or whatever the hell, I don't care. The monsters hit me. I mean, this is already in an else if statement. So place it within an if block with a condition that calls is monster hit. I think the only problem that's like confusing me is like, oh yeah, okay, because I was gonna say, so you put it in an if block, and then it's like is monster hit function. Oh, that cause is the monster hit function. Hmm. I think what's getting me is like, are you telling me to? And how the hell is this if block even in here? I thought you were only able to do an if like right here. What the hell? I think I'm confused about where they want me to put it. Find the line of code that updates the monster health variable and place it in if. I might be wrong here. I might be wrong here because I'm confused where they want me to place this thing. So the if statement should call monster hit. Oh, oops. So what the hell is supposed to be up here? Is it supposed to just be monsters health or something? I feel like I'm doing this completely wrong. I'm not even sure. Unless you're supposed to leave it out. Is monster hit. Should call is monster hit in the condition. In the condition. This is the condition, right? Because this is the perimeter. Or is this the condition? Hold on. So maybe I'm supposed to call it like this. Okay, so I'm supposed to call it like that. Then it says we should place your monster health minus. I had a feeling it was the one at the top, damn it. I had a feeling. So you're doing it into this if block. Okay. So copy and paste that. And you're putting it like what? Just randomly? But do I? Okay, I did it. Oh, so I guess never mind. But I don't think I would have thought to pick this up and put it in there. But I knew I was supposed to place it here. That's so crazy. I always thought you can only do an if statement on like one of these. So that just opened my eyes to something bigger, because then why would you want to put it inside and not a separate thing? You know what I mean? I'm probably gonna really take a note of that because I'm lost. Well, honestly, I'm probably gonna go through these. I'm just kind of doing this because I have nothing else to do. Okay, so 12:55. So it says, hi there, lurking from Lativia. I hope I pronounced that right, but that is dope, man. That is super, super dope. The goal here is I want to become a freelancer, but I need to get better with JavaScript. So I'm doing stuff on Free Code Camp, doing stuff on the Odin project, over here taking notes, over here solving questions. The Odin project just made me create a huge project on my own, which was the rock, paper, scissors game. And to me, it felt huge because I died while doing it. So it's a lot of note taking that I gotta do, but as of right now, to keep this stream a little bit spicy, I'm just trying to make sure I get some coding in for the beginning part. Then we're gonna get into a bunch of note taking so I can understand a lot of things. So add an else statement to the first if statement inside your attack function. Inside my attack function. Oh, this is the attack function. Okay, inside the attack function, add an else statement to the first if statement inside the attack function. So my thing is, I'm assuming they're not talking about here. They're talking about drop in here and go else. And then probably, because they made me put it inside, but either way, I'll just have to copy and paste and then put it here, which is totally fine. Oh wait, there's something I wanted to do for my stream real quick. Just real quick, someone kind of said to do something like this. I don't know if y'all could see me typing this. And then truck drivers. And the reason why they said to do that is because most of those people want to hear something as they're driving or as they're gaming. So if you direct it towards them, they'll come and like watch anyway. So in the else statement, use the plus equals operator to add the text you missed to the end of text.inner text. So text.inner text equals, oh wait, plus equals. Well, there's clearly something wrong there with my else statement, but it's okay. You miss, period. And then let's see, obviously that's not gonna go through. So you should add an else block after your if statement block. Okay, fine. So they did want me to do it the regular way, but it's like, then don't show me that way, because then I'm gonna do it that way. All right, here we go. Okay, so you missed. Now we passed. On to the next. We're step 151, and also what's good about doing this is the more steps that I solve, the closer I actually get to my certification. That's not really the goal. That's like semi the goal as of right now. The real goal is to learn it with CSS and HTML, since I already learned it, and I still kind of have my struggles, but I kind of learned, most of it. I was able to start like running through stuff. That's why I'm trying to take it really slow here, because I don't want to keep pushing when I don't know something, but I just understand syntax, or I just understand the way that they're helping me. So they want me to create is the monster hit function. So let's get into this. And that's kind of another thing too that I wish they didn't do, is that they make you write the functions, but it's like you never made the function yet. I feel like, no, make me make the function completely and then let me put the function in, because when you make me write this, you're like, what if I'm making my own project and I'm just putting random functions in there and forgetting that I need to put a like, I don't know, I don't like the way that they do it, especially when it comes to that, because it can get a little bit confusing. This will return a boolean true or false. So return the result comparison of that. So we're going to return then math.random is greater than 2, which is going to randomize .2 actually. So what is it? Am I getting a decimal? So it's crazy because this whole game is able to be playable now. But I wonder, what are we actually doing here? But they said we're doing something that's like to make it a little bit more fun. I'm like, okay, I guess this would make it fun. I'm not even too positive, but the player should hit if either math.random.2 or if the player's health is less than 20. At the end of your return statement, use the logical OR operator, which is slash, or what would you even say this? It's not really a slash. I guess dash? Like, I don't know. And check if health is less than 20. The logical OR operator will use the first value if it is truthy. That is, anything apart from nan, null, undefined, 0. Okay. Otherwise, it will be used the second value. So, for example, num is less than 10 or num is greater than 20. Okay, so what the hell am I doing? The player should hit if either math.random, whatever, or I got this. Ready? Wait, am I supposed to put this in my return? Oh, it's already written, actually. Wait, actually, where is that on my keyboard? Oh, never mind. Okay, I was like, I don't even see it on my damn keyboard. If you're new here, man, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 980 subs. Or check if health is less than. So less than 20. Oh, bam, I ate that. Stop playing with me. Honestly, they really hold their hand though. Cause like I can't even explain to you what this is doing. Can't even explain to you. So the player should hit if either math.random, so you're getting a random number. I don't know if it means it's between this or it needs to be greater than 0.2, or if the player's health is less than 20. What? Where else are we going with that? That can't be the end of that. Oh, it's the end of that. Okay, so I'm lost there. It says, have you tried streaming on Twitch? You might get bigger traffic there. I honestly should stream on Twitch, but because I really need to, and I want to get into multi-streaming just so I could do both, see both chats and stuff like that. But I don't know, I think it's just because I've been so busy that it's hard for me to like, okay, let me finally go set up on Twitch. But I definitely would do it. I definitely think it would be super fun. So I and that's the same reason why I don't make a Discord either. It's just because like I should make a Discord. I have a lot of people who want to join my Discord, but it's like I just don't have so much time in my day. It's like by the time I'm able to actually get YouTube videos out, it's like I want to film on that day rather than try to make it. But definitely do gotta hop into Twitch as well. On every attack, there should be a chance that the player's weapon breaks. At the end of the attack function, add an empty if. But I normally have more people around this time, so I don't know if it's because of the time I started my stream at. But I normally would have like, I want to say like 15 to 20 people just chilling in here. Sometimes it'll shoot up to like 26. I know that's not a lot, but to me it is. So I don't know if it's like I have to stay on stream for a little bit, or maybe my title was trash. But to be honest, today was going to be a short stream anyway, so I feel like I don't really mind. where it's at. But at the end of the attack function, add an empty if statement with the condition math.random is equal to this. So add an empty if statement with the condition. Okay, so we're going to add an empty if statement with the condition. I'm assuming the condition is this. Oh, I'm goated. I was definitely guessing. Not even gonna cap. It says it is Saturday. Young folks are in the boozers. Well, that is true, actually. That's the reason why I hate the fact, though, that I work in the afternoon. Because I feel like I would be able to strategically plan my streams better. But I always have to stream at this time. So it's like, you know, that could be true. That maybe it could be that there are people that are just out and about because it is Saturday. It's a bit early. People are probably doing stuff. But it's like, if I wasn't working in the afternoon, I would possibly be able to go live around like 4, maybe 5, and then stream for like 2 hours and be able to hit anybody from across the country and the people in the country. And it's like, it's crazy. It is crazy, but I have to stream at this time. And I even had a tiny chance to get like a morning shift, man, and I did not even end up getting it. I was so pressed. Well, I'm not upset about it, but I was really hoping it would have happened. So it sucks. My hopes and dreams of a morning shift are still gone. So use the plus equals operator to add your weapon breaks. So with a space in the front of your, to the end of the text.text, replace weapon with the last item in your inventory array using inventory.pop, which will remove the last item. And okay, let's move slow. Use the plus equals operator to add your weapon breaks with a space in the front to the end of text.text. Oh, okay, we got this. I think they mean in here text.text. I think. They might not. So, oh wait, we're doing plus. Wait, why the hell would we do plus? Text.text plus. Oh, we've been doing that. Okay. Crazy. I guess I would not have guessed that. Let's paste your weapon breaks. Alrighty. With a space. So replace weapon with the last item in the inventory array using this. Oh, I just realized. Okay, hold on. So I think we're doing something like this. And then something like this. But my thing is, though, does this need a space? I think it does. So we're doing like plus, and then we're doing another plus, and then we're going to put something in here. So we're replacing weapons with the last item in your inventory array. So I guess we're doing like this. I think I'm getting somewhere. My inventory pop, but then it's like, what item? What? You should add your with a space before and after. I'm very confident. My your has a space before and after, okay? My space, it literally does. Come on. They can't be doing this. Okay, let me just make them feel better. Let me copy and paste, even though I literally did that. Okay, they don't feel better. So with a pop, which remove the last item in the array and return it so it appears in your string. But inventory.pop. But why are they freaking out? Why is this not working? Oh, whoa, that's why. I put a comma. That's embarrassing. It says this is a good time for me in Europe. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, what's up? What's up, McDonald? Let me put this through. Text.text. Oh, uppercase. Damn, I'm really messing this up, aren't I? Okay, that wasn't my fault. We're 90% complete here in this little role-playing game. Yeah, no, that was insane. I cannot believe that I put a comma there. I'm utterly shocked. I'm really shocked. So remember that the increment operator is plus plus, the decrement is minus minus. So decrement the value of current weapon index in your if statement after you update the text. Wait, you know what? We're devs, we copy and paste. Wait, hold on. Dude, my back kind of hurts, and I heard it yesterday. So I was like overstretching, and then I felt it, and like, you know when you feel it and you get stuck, so you can't really move, and then, so that's basically what happened. That's basically what happened to me, and that was like the worst thing to ever occur. Still 90% complete. Math is not mathing, okay? Alright, so we ended up getting that one done. We're gonna probably solve one more, oh, damn. We're gonna solve one more question. Hopefully this doesn't hurt my back. No, I'm gonna fit a cat. Not even fit a cat. Hopefully this don't hurt my back. But we're gonna do one more question. And then we're gonna get a bit into the note-taking. Let's do this. They don't want a player's only weapon to break. The logical and operator checks if the statements are both true. Okay, we got that. Use the logical and operator and to add a second condition to your if statement. The player's weapon should only break if the inventory length does not equal 1. Okay, so use the and operator to add a second condition to your if statement. Oh, here. Okay, I was like, we didn't even make one, but okay. And then we're doing if, oh wait, the player's weapon should break only if the inventory length does not equal 1. So then we're going inventory. Is it dot length or just uppercase? Okay, a dot length. Dot. What the hell? How am I down there? Dot length doesn't equal 1. Okay, we got that. It says your debugging eyes are improving. That's what's up. Hey, thank you, man. I'm trying to improve. Honestly though, with Free Code Camp, I feel like it is a little bit hand-holdy though, because it does just kind of tell you. It does just kind of tell you, but I do think I am doing definitely better. I am definitely doing better. Okay, so let's see. Should I solve the next one? Just because the next one looks a bit more, looks easy, I'm just gonna solve it. I'll stop at like 110 and then take some notes. Hey, what's up, Stable Dev? What is up? It says, what is a reference error? Hope you didn't forget. Hey, I might have. I'm not gonna lie. The only reason why I'll say I probably could have forgotten is because when there's an error, they just show you what line it's on. So I feel like for me, I just kind of look at the line. They normally have an underline under something. But let me think. I think a reference error, let me break this down because I know a syntax error is syntax. That means you wrote something wrong that you've written, that was JavaScript. Like basically a JavaScript, like syntax, you wrote that wrong. So a reference error, it must mean that you're referring something that has not been declared. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Is that what that is? When you refer something that's not declared? Because it's like a reference error. So you're using something that the console.log doesn't understand yet. Something like that. I could be wrong though. But I know that's an error. I don't know what error that one is, but it's definitely an error. So we gotta go function. Let's go function. Easter egg. Wait, what the hell? Why are we doing Easter egg? Oh, we're making this fun. Okay, we're making this fun. I was like, this isn't Easter, but okay, whatever. I understand. So now we need to call the update function, and then we need to put locations 7, which I'm assuming it has not been made. Okay, so we're good there. 91% complete. And then, oh damn, why are they making these so easy? They make me just want to create it at this point. Let's go function. We're going pick. They're doing this on purpose. They want to keep me here. Guess is my perimeter. Oh, whoa. What is going on here? They make me want to just keep going. If I have to write another function, I'm going to do it again. So stable dev, did I get that right? I'm not sure. I could have been wrong. Damn, they just got me creating functions, bro. This is fun. I'm going to just keep going. What the hell? Okay, functions. Pick 2. Oh, wait. This is where it's going to get a little bit feisty because I don't think I remember how to add a second one. But let's use some common sense. Maybe it's like this. Functions with an S is crazy. Oh, damn, it's not a comma. Yikes. Oh, ooh, my back. I had a bad twitch right now. So we're doing the pick function call and pass 2 or 8 as the argument, depending on the function name. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing 2 different functions. That's why. I don't know what made me think. I don't know what made me think that. So I'm doing 2 here, and then we're just going to copy and paste. And then we're switching this to 8. And then this turns into 8. What does the pick function do? It says, yeah, you're right. When you try to access a variable that hasn't been declared yet. Hey, that's what's up, bro. I didn't think I was going to remember that. Because the reason why I had that was because I'm like, reference. Because I was like, syntax error, it's saying it in the name. I'm like, it's a syntax. So I'm like, reference. I'm like, it has to be when you're referring something. And then I'm like, but why would it be an error? And then that just brought me back to like what it taught basically. So I'm like, I was like, either way, this is an error, even though it may not be declared a reference error, but okay. So it is. That's dope. Says you picked up on it faster. That's what implying facts. It shows you're growing and can pick up where a couple possibly go wrong. No big facts. That's what I'm saying. I'm happy that, because I definitely do feel like this time around, I'm definitely learning way more and understanding way more. Like, just, oh my goodness, it's so much better. Like, definitely if you throw me into visual code, I still will sit there and struggle, and that's okay. Probably wouldn't really get it in the first 1,000 tries on my own. Gonna need a couple of guidance, a mentor. But I do feel like I'm just really understanding it more. Like, and I'll even be at work, and I remember I used to just be so stressed because I couldn't get it. I just couldn't get it. I used to be so upset. And then it's just so crazy, man, that not even like a day or two later, I just put my focus on really the understanding part of it. And that's what I kept telling people. I'm like, the building part and writing the code part is not my issue. I'm somebody where if I can't understand it, then I can't move forward. Like, it sucks because, like, let's say I'm reading this, and let's say I don't know what repeller means, even though it has nothing to do with that because it's literally just the title, it will mess with me the whole way through that. I would not comprehend anything else here because me not understanding what repeller means would throw me off so bad. Obviously, I know what repeller means, but I'm just saying, as an example. So that's how I am with coding. So if it's like I don't understand what one line of code is doing, I can't understand the rest even if I know it. So it's like, that's why I try to study more, I try to write notes more. But then, some people, they're like, build. I'm like, I can't build because if I start building and I don't know what I'm doing, I won't get it. I literally won't get it. So actually, which is so funny, I was going to transition to my notes anyway, which over here, I still have the notes in my rock, paper, scissors game that I have not completed yet. I think we're almost done though. I got up to here, which what I'm doing is I asked ChatGPT to just break down my code in my rock, paper, scissors game and explain to me what each of them do. Just because, like, for instance, I know what this is doing. You're declaring a variable of the get human choice that we already declared up there. This is the same thing. You're declaring another variable for what we get up there as well. But this is going into a round of 5. Now, I think for me, like I said, where I want it to be broken down is like exactly this part, because I understand that it's going for a round of 5, but how does this make sense? And then all this is really saying is just get the human choice from the human choice function, get the computer choice from the computer choice function, and then play around with human choice, computer choice. So I get it, but sometimes, like, for instance, how they're right here, how they're talking about this is where my struggle is. This is BRB, also busy cooking. Hey, that's what's up, man. I definitely need to get into cooking. Like, I really need to get into true cooking. I just taught myself the other day, and hey, I'm 21. I know some of y'all might have been cooking way before me. I just started learning how to cook, I want to say, at 19, but it's really rare for me to do it. But I was just making pasta the other day, and I was struggling like crazy because I would have probably took the pasta out if it wasn't for whoever was guiding me on the phone. But eventually, after I made the pasta, I was like, okay, I don't think I need guidance ever again because making that was simple as hell, but I need to just cook more. I need to start whipping it up. But hey, I can make very simple things. I have yet to cook meat. And the reason why I haven't cooked meat is because, like, I don't trust my damn self. Like, I'm a real picky eater. So if my meat is not, like, thoroughly cooked through, I won't eat it. Or if there's like a little bit of pink in there, I hate when people put pink in their steak, in their burger, I ain't eating that. That's disgusting. But then I'm also someone too where, like, just seeing the raw meat, watching someone cook it and then eating it, that turns me off from eating it so bad. So bad. I hate seeing raw meat. Like, even though you're cooking it afterwards, but I can't see it. But it's like, that's why I need to just cook it my damn self. And just be like, you know what, like, break that fear. It starts off raw no matter what, man. Just cook it and then it'll be fine. So you're currently making fries. I just cooked to fill the stomach low, not for the love of the kitchen. No, but I honestly need to do the same though, because for me, like, I'm too much with eating fast food. And I know that I'm young, so like as of now I could do that. But I just don't want to have to fix it later in my life and then feel so forced at like 30 or 40, being like, oh damn, now I gotta eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I want to fix it now, because some people think, they're like, oh, when I get to that age and it happens, then I'll fix my eating habits. But there's plenty of people who get to that age and then they don't fix their eating habits because it's hard to fix it. It's actually an addiction to eating bad food. So I'm trying to really like eat a bit more healthier, not like healthy, but at least jump from fast food to home cooked meals. And then from there, try to make that more healthier as I go. But that's really my goal, because I don't have time to like be in my 40s hearing I can't eat the same, and then now I gotta change my whole diet in a day. It's like, nah, I'd rather just change it now, get that out of the way. You know, but it's tough, man. It is tough. Especially when you're working 12-hour shifts, it's tough to be like, yeah, I'm gonna cook a meal for today. Or cook like 3 of them, because you're gonna be at work for like so damn long. And then also too, because I'm such a picky eater, I make it hard for myself, y'all. I can't eat like, I don't like prepped meals. I don't like it. No, my food needs to be fresh. I could probably eat one day later. I don't like leftovers. That is disgusting to me. I need to eat right then and there. Eat that food. And I could probably do leftovers, but like I said, it has to be within the same day. I cannot do the next day. It's disgusting. So any plans on building your own site, like a portfolio? Definitely, I'm going to be doing that. I want to say around the time I'm ready to really kick off for my freelancing work. So that's definitely going to be a video that comes out probably, if I do it at the timeline that I want to, which is January, probably sometime around there. Building projects works by that. You find yourself stuck at each step and then trying to find out what you need to make the best part of your project work. This method is proven to be the best. No, big facts. Big facts. I'm trying my hardest, man. Trying my hardest to learn as much as I can and understand. Because like I said, that understanding stuff is truly where my issue comes in. And that's why I had to keep telling people. It's like with the note taking and, doing a project, breaking it down, and then breaking it down before the project, breaking it down after the project. I really need to do that mentally, because it would teach me, what each thing is really doing. And I know to an extent, I'm not going to remember it by heart. That's clear. But the goal is to get myself to be like, okay, I have an understanding of what this is doing. So maybe I can understand the syntax better to be like, okay, I need to do, if I'm going to do rounds, do human score less than 5 and computer score less than 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're basically trying to say that you're going for 5 wins. Whoever gets the first to 5 wins. And then eventually, I'm sure there's another code that shows who wins, or that someone needs to win in the end. Something like that. But basically, I just need to have more of an understanding, as well as building. But I'm glad I built that long, like, rock, paper, scissors game. What actually makes me upset is that I didn't build it on camera. But it was because I was at, like, somebody else's house. So when I was there, I was just, like, chilling on my laptop, and I didn't even plan on doing it. But then when I saw that was the next lesson, I was like, ooh, if I do this on live stream, because normally when I'm on live, I, for some reason, like, refuse to Google anything. So I would literally, like, just sit there and wait till somebody tells me on live as if they're Google. And I was like, nah, that would have been hell trying to build that rock, paper, scissors game on live. So I'm so happy I actually did it off live, because it gave me more confidence to be like, oh, when I need help, ask for help. When I don't. And that's something that I gotta stop, like, worrying about on live. It's like, if I need help somewhere, just do it. Like, don't just sit there and be afraid to, like, look it up or something because you're on live. So Stay With F says you should create a cooking channel, Marzi's Cooking Journey. You have to support. I feel like if I had more time in my day, trust me, I would have so much channels. I already have, like, I have a Marzi's React channel. I have a Marzi's gaming channel. But I literally don't upload on them no more because I'm so busy. But if, like, this main channel were to become, like, a source of income somehow, and it was able to get me to get the hell out of the job that I work, trust and believe me, I would be running multiple channels. Like, that's the thing, because a lot of people want, like, YouTube to work so they could, like, relax or not have to work as much. It's like, no, for me, I would literally be working just as hard on YouTube as I do in real life. Because for one, it just feels weird to be able to relax every single day anyway. But then two, it's like I would just have multiple channels. And it's because I have fun creating content, and I love creating any type of content. I love to game. I love reacting. I love lifestyle content like vlogs. Like I feel like I definitely would have super like so many channels, bro. So many channels. And I used to manage 3 channels, but that was back when I was working 3 hours a day. I mean, that was back when I was working 8 hours a day. So it was way more easier for me to maintain 3 channels. Now I'm like, hell no. And I'll never even go back to that. Like unless I'm not working a full-time job, I'm never maintaining 3 channels again. It was stressful. It definitely was working though. Each channel was growing significantly, but this channel just took off, and I was like, nah, my main focus needs to be here. But the way this channel was taking off, it was crazy. It says, I think you should cook in our company. I would love to cook, but I don't know how yet. It says, where do you work? I work in a warehouse job, a very physically demanding warehouse job at that. So every time I get back from work, my body hurts. And that's another thing too. Like, that's why I really want to get out of that job, because the job is a good job. It's a good, like, good career job. But I'm so young, and I don't want me to be working there, messing up my body physically, because, you know, you do things just trying to get it done, but you're really just hurting your back. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people there that have been there since they were young, and all their backs are, like, messed up. Everybody got a limp. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't think this is the job for me for the rest of my life. Like, I wouldn't mind it if it was, but I'm like, I definitely need something where I could, you know, just relax my body. Like, I feel like destroying my health for a job is just insane to me. Same thing with like your mental health, but my mental health is pretty good there. Some people who work there have bad mental health. So it's like, for me, it's like, I don't know how y'all stayed here for years, because my mental health and my physical health need taken care of. So like normally I'll get into like a really good stretch routine when my body starts really aching. I'll just start stretching, but that's really the most I could do at that point, because at the end of the day I have to do physicality. So how the hell is she talking about something else while taking notes? No, trust me, as I'm taking these notes, it's slow as hell. No, actually, you know what? I did actually get pretty far. Maybe I'm tripping, because I'm actually down here. But if I wasn't talking, I probably would have got this all written already. But, no, yeah, that job is too physically demanding. So that's the only reason why I want to leave. But it's a pretty good job. I would actually recommend it to a lot of people, especially if you're someone who didn't get a degree. Like, let's say I wasn't sitting here learning any of this, I would say go there and work there. I think that job is great. If you're going to be someone who doesn't plan on, you know, finding better for themselves. But I've always been ambitious. I've always been like, this isn't the end for me. And it's not like I'm chasing success, because my definition of success isn't the same as other people's. Mine's is in the sense of, I just want to have a stable home, because when I was growing up, I never really had a stable home. And I always had to jump from like school to school. I feel like I hated that, like meeting new people, doing new things 24/7. That was annoying. So I've always wanted a stable home, and then I always wanted a stable career. I think I hate the concept of thinking, damn, what if I were to lose my job, or my job has something like one up on me, because if they fire me, it's like I'm screwed. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I always need those two things, and those two things to me is what defines success. Now, I do not have a stable home or a stable career, so I wouldn't say that. Well, my career is actually stable, but to me, it doesn't feel stable, because I feel like some things might end up happening in the future that are going to make it unstable. But as of right now, it is stable, but we're definitely going to see. And it's not even a might. I think it's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, glory to God. Straight up, glory to God. Because the way things were moving, it looks like it's definitely going down that line. But yeah, so those are the two things I want. And once I achieve those, I don't care how much money I make. I do not care, like, how much, you know, what I'm wearing. Some people, you know, they want nice cars to be considered successful, a big mansion. No, I do not care. If my stable home is an apartment down the street, then that's my stable home. The only reason why I wouldn't consider this apartment a stable home is because the way they be raising rent. I'm like, damn, every year $100 up? Wildin'. So I'm damn sure not staying here. But I'll probably stay here one more year, and then get the hell out of here for real. Because nah, I can't do that. But I definitely want to find like a stable home, like get a house. But I wouldn't care if my stable home was an apartment and I just stayed there for the rest of my damn life. I do not care what it looks like. I just want a home. So it says, hey Marzi, how are you? Sorry I've been busy, haven't had a chance to catch up. Hey, that's what's up, man. I'm actually doing great, just chilling, just yapping as I'm taking notes, to be honest. It says, that's why building a project is the best way to learn, because the thing you learn has a purpose about it. For example, learning a for loop is easier when you know why you need it. No, big facts. Big facts. That's what I'm saying, man. Wait, what the hell was I writing? Oh, yeah. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like, truly. Because I just really need a bigger understanding of it. A bigger understanding of it. Someone said, which state do I live in? I almost said it. I don't like to say what state I live in. Ooh. That would have got me. I normally just say the USA. The most I'll say is I'm in the East. Oh yeah, the East. So that's the most I'll say, but I don't really like to say the state. But let me do this real quick. We got congratulations. Damn, actually, you know what's crazy? If someone ever put me in a spelling bee to spell congratulations, I utterly will fail. Utterly. There's not even a chance that I could spell congrats. Like I can go congrat. Oh, you know, actually, I'm tripping. Eulations. That's, never mind. I'm tripping. Tripping hard. That was crazy. Make sure you're on the hitting that sub button, by the way. We're on the road to 980 subs. And I have not said that this whole stream. So I bet you I probably only got a couple. Let me see. I probably only got like one. Oh, I got like 3. Hey, that's what's up. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for hitting that sub button. Y'all are amazing for that one. Damn, my stomach hurts like hell today. Straight hell. You say I'm stable. No, you know what's actually crazy though? I actually think I'm stable as well. Like, well, I actually think I'm stable as well because I'm like, what is it called? Like financially stable? I don't know if you're talking about that or if you're just trying to say your name or something. But I would consider myself financially stable too, because the thing is that a lot of people think they confuse financial stability with financial freedom. So I would say I don't have financial freedom, but I am financially stable, if that makes sense. Because to be stable financially, all it means is that you don't have debt. And if you do have debt, it's managed debt. It's not like you can't pay the debt off. But normally, it's completely just not having no debt in your name. You have I think, what was the other one? You have a job that pays the bills, and then you can save money or something. I forgot what it was. I was looking into it. There's a couple things, but being stable is not as big as, it's not as far as people make it seem. Now, financial freedom is the one that's far. Financial freedom meaning you can just spend your money on whatever the hell. That is where it becomes a little bit more difficult. It's harder to achieve. But you can easily achieve financial stability. You just need to make sure your debt is in, you don't have debt. You need to make sure you're saving like a 6-month saving plan. You need to have an emergency fund. You need to have, make sure you have money going towards your retirement. Like, that is financial stability. And I think I'm definitely in those areas. I mean, in that area. I wouldn't say that I'm not financially stable, but that's why I wouldn't say that I'm not successful, because it really depends on the way you define it. I think financial stability is 100% defined that way. But a lot of people compare that to financial freedom. But when it comes to success, I think anyone could really define their success. Some people, their main success is like, I want to be rich. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be like this. It's like, for me, that's not the case. I don't care. Like, I'm good off of the check I make now. So if I were to make more money, that doesn't affect me, because in my head, it's like, I'm already good off of what I make now. And what I make now isn't even good. You know what I mean? It's just, the only thing is, well, it's enough. But the only thing is that I know how to budget my money. And that's where I think a lot of people go wrong in this life, is that people play with life, man. They play with life. They don't pay attention to budgeting. They sit there, they don't pay attention to their credit. Like, how many people are messing up their credits and then wonder why 20 years later they can't get a house for cheap, or have a cheap down payment? It's like, yeah, because you fumbled your credit your whole 20 to 30s. Like, this is when you actually should have been paying attention. But a lot of people, man, they start messing with that. Says, as long as I live to see flying cars, I'm happy. I think that would be pretty dope. I think that would be pretty dope. But no, yeah. So it's like people end up playing with life, and then on top of that, man, some people they'll sit there and then they'll be struggling with money, right? Or not really struggling with money, but they're not budgeting. I feel like that's always how I say it. I don't think people struggle with money. I think you just don't budget. But so, and then they sit there and then they add on more responsibilities and then cry for help. It's like, well, if you weren't good with your money before you had a kid, and then you had a kid, um, that I don't know how we can blame anybody else but yourself at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, it's like maybe you shouldn't have had a kid at this time because it just wasn't a smart financial move. But that's why I think a lot of people, and it's not about making a lot of money, because I never tell people you need to raise your income. That's never the first thing I say, because if you're a bad spender now and you make a lot of money, you're going to still be a bad spender then. And that's always why I tell people you need to learn how to budget. Because if you touch a $20,000 check, you think you're going to be like, oh, I could save this and I could do this. Trust me, you're going to run through that 20,000 if you can run through $1,000 check in a week or two. Well, you do got to pay rent, but you get what I'm saying though. Like, let's say you have an extra $1,000. You might not even have an extra 1,000 because you probably spent it. You know what I'm saying? That's where I feel like it's like you're gonna run through 20K. It might take longer, but you're still gonna run through it if you don't know how to budget right now. That's why a lot of people who make 100K a year, which is way more than what I make now, they still can live paycheck to paycheck, and I don't. So that shows something, because it's like you're living above you're either living above your financial means, or you're bad at budgeting and you're just straight up spending. He says, what do you mean I'm the most stable person? I have a cat and a doggy. To be stable, you need horses. My cat can beat them. I am dead. Y'all have me cracking up. What the hell? You need horses to be stable. But no, yeah. I guess that's the end of my financial advice. I every time I get into a financial topic, I just go crazy, because it's like that was the first thing I feel like I ever taught myself outside of high school, and I don't even know how I knew. I don't even know how I'm down here. I don't know why I never highlight what I'm doing, but I have no idea or how I knew how I got into it. But for some reason, I mean, glory to God, to be honest, because if it wasn't for God, man, and I didn't end up stumbling across finances, I probably would have been the same type of person to live paycheck to paycheck, just spending all my damn money on whatever the hell. I think truly I would have been. But I ended up, reading on finances, man, and then that just changed my mind forever. Oh, shoot, we made it to the end. That's good. Well, I'm probably going to end up saving this for later, though. Yeah, I'm actually going to save this for later, because we're about to hop off this thing. But before anyone leaves, people ask me some questions. Make sure you end up hitting that subscribe button. The goal is to become a freelancer. But I know I'm hopping off quite early. I think I normally would hop off in 10, maybe 20, 30-ish minutes. But today is a bit of a later stream, so I ended up messing up with my stream time. I want to get off around now, so it's pretty cool. You say, sell me this pen. I ain't ready to sell no pen. I know I'm not good at it. Like I said, I can admit it. I know I'm not good at selling a pen yet, or getting clients, or selling something to somebody just yet. That's not me. Hey, what's up? So all the new people in here, man, what would be really cool if y'all ended up hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button. You know why? Because that would be just pretty dope. And I go live actually every single day. So if y'all want to end up catching up with my next lives, that would be pretty cool. I honestly yap about anything. I'm just a big damn yapper. So definitely, you can hit that sub button, join me on this journey. I'm on the road to 980 subs. It will be super damn cool if I can get to 1,000, but I know that's definitely not going to happen today. But I'm trying to get to 980. I believe we're at 970 something, which is amazing. Thank you to the new subs. Thank you to the old subs. Thank y'all for keeping this live popping. Amazing. Someone said, you are doing good. A lot of students nowadays jump on Next.js and remix Tailwind without even knowing Vanilla. Janella is crazy. Hey, that's what's up, man. Thank you for the subscribe button. Super dope. But JS, React, Vanilla, HTML, and CSS. I had trained those interns and it was so frustrating. Oh, you know what's crazy? I've actually heard about that. And that's why when people tell me that now, like it doesn't bother me, but it seems like there's some people that will just come in either in my lives or on my YouTube videos and then just tell me what to do. So they'll just be like, oh, you need to get into Tailwind. You need to do this. You need to do that. And every time I respond, the first thing I do is I say, wait, damn, what do I say? Where the hell was I getting at, bro? I completely forgot. But I think the first thing I do, oh, what I say is I want to learn vanilla first and then I'm gonna jump into those things. That's always what I say, and I didn't even know that was a good thing. I just was saying it because it's like at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do anyway. Like if I'm not learning React or Tailwind, there's a reason behind that. And I truly do want to learn, you know, vanilla. I want to learn it all by itself, man, like just straight up. Because, and you know what's crazy is because of that same reason, because I did used to think if I don't know vanilla, but then I'm having HTML or CSS, my bad, CSS, Tailwind give me, you know, the layout. I would never know how to fix the layout unless it's within a certain like bracket or whatever. Like I'm like, no, like I don't want to do that. I could imagine it probably is hell having to train them because it's like they don't even understand anything. And in a way, they only understand like the structured code that they're getting given. And it's like, nah, I rather just learn vanilla of it first, and then I know it's gonna be crazy when I do get into Tailwind though, because then I'm gonna be like, damn, like I know it's gonna make it so much easier, but I think it's gonna be so much better because I know everything already. Well, not everything, but you know what I'm saying. The vanilla part, and then you hop into it. And then same thing with React. Like too many people keep telling me to get into React. I'm like, I'm gonna get into React, but just wait. I just want to know vanilla JS, please. I just want to know vanilla JS. So it says, hi, I want to know what WordPress is. Can you help me? I heard almost 45% of websites are built on it. It says 90%. I'm not even going to lie. I myself don't know what WordPress is. So it'd be nice if anyone in the comments can definitely name that. I myself don't even know what WordPress is. He said the algorithm is on your side as you grow. Hey, that's what's up, man. I know, man. I really hope that I make it, that I hit 1,000 subs. Hopefully in August. I think that'll be pretty damn dope. But the goal as of right now is just 980. So man, that would be super, super crazy if we could hit that before I got off of here. But my goal is to really, you know, become a freelance web developer. But, you know, as of right now, I'm trying to hone in on my vanilla JS skills because I don't want to start making websites and I'm sitting here going to AI to make a damn button function. Put both the words together. That was crazy. But I don't want to have to end up doing that all the time. Like, no, I want to be able to get it. I want to be able to understand it. And it's kind of like a new world learning JS. I'm not even going to lie. It's new. It says, yeah, stick to vanilla JS for now. Hey, thank you. Because I normally hear the opposite. So I'm very happy that there's some people here that are saying to stick with it. It says, if your website, if I was a website, what website would I be, basically? I think, well, if I was a website, I don't know. I feel like I would want to be like a website for, damn, I don't know. That's a tough question because I was going to say for animals, but then I'm like, but then what the hell type of, like, why would I even say that? I actually don't know. I don't think I have one. Like, I'm trying to think of what is a website I would like, and then I'm like, that one. But I don't know. I like, oh, you know what's crazy? I just realized I could probably make websites for like a dog shelter too. But then that's even deeper though. That's like, they probably would charge more because they're a small business. They probably already got a website, so they wouldn't even look my damn way. It says, what am I doing right now? Oh, the stream's about to end. So you kind of missed the rest of the stream. The whole stream was actually me solving some questions on Free Code Camp, moving forward, and then taking some notes on this rock, paper, scissors game that I created off stream, which I should have just did on stream, but created off stream, and then eventually I'm going to redo it on stream to practice a bit more with my JavaScript skills. If you were here earlier, you would have saw that, and then there was a good amount of people that were saying the same thing, that it looked a little bit better. My coding looked better. If there's a public teleporter, would you use it, but you wouldn't know whether you're going to be the same person? Oh, hell no. Hell no. I ain't using that. I want to stay me. It says, yeah, what happens with people only learning Next, JS and React is they have a bloated tech stack. 70% of the time, they don't need a full stack framework or even a library like React. A. Okay, so that's pretty good to know. That's pretty good to know. Thank you so much, Tony, because I would not know these things. I definitely need to take some screenshots of these tips here, or not tips, but you know what it really looks like. And then you say you're busy debugging. Hey, that's what's up, man. Definitely go and do that. It is super nice to know like when people are watching and then they're actively like coding with me. That's also pretty cool. The people that are giving advice too, that's just amazing. Like I love it, man. I love the community here. Y'all make it so worthwhile to be going on live. Truly. Truly, truly, truly. Now, real quick, I just want to see because I am about to hop off. I was supposed to hop off sooner, but it shows here I just need 2 more subscribers to get to 980. So, I'm gonna beg. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, please, somebody hit that sub button. No, that'll be crazy. But no, I'm actually, I'm just gonna give off a little bit. Hey, a professional. That's what's up. That's what's up. But I'm actually gonna give a little bit of an outro. So, I have been learning to code for about 4 months. I want to say in the next couple of days. On the 8th, I've been learning how to code for exactly 4 months. Now, I am a little bit behind, but who's to say behind if there's never really a race to begin with? But I'm behind from where I currently want it to be. And, but the problem is because I have less time in my day to code. So in reality, though I've been learning for 4 months, I'm learning on a laptop, by the way. It's an Asus ROG G14 Zephyrus. I said that all out of order, but that's what it is. But even though I've been learning for 4 months, because I've only been able to really learn for like an hour, maybe a little more a day, it really feels like 2 or like 3. And then also there was even a situation in the beginning where I introduced JavaScript too early, which backtracked me hardcore. So I'm kind of starting, over with my JavaScript part. But I think I'm doing pretty damn good though with starting over. I think I'm starting to understand so much more. I built the rock, paper, scissors game. I built the counter project, and currently still going down the line of studying and still getting some questions, or some of my questions answered. So that's really what these lives are normally about. So if y'all want to hit that sub button and join me on tomorrow's live, because I live stream every single day, normally around some sort of this time, that would be super damn cool if y'all can hit that sub button and join me on this journey. So keep going. One day you will get a MacBook Pro from your company. Hey, I hope so. Keep on rocking. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to be ending this live right here. Hope y'all ended up enjoying. Says, what do you feel about JavaScript? That JavaScript is hell. I say it 24/7. It is hell. It's trash. It sucks. It hurts. It's struggling. But the last thing I'll say about JavaScript is that it is worth it. So I'm going to end this right here. Hope y'all ended up enjoying. See y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all end up joining the live tomorrow. I'm so sorry that some of y'all joined towards the end. I don't know why it always does that. Like, every time towards the end of my stream, I'll get like 27 viewers in here, 30 viewers in here, and I'd be feeling bad because I'm about to end stream. But make sure, if y'all are in here and y'all think this is going to be a cool little journey to follow, which is me trying to become a freelance web developer, hit that subscribe button. I got content, like main video content. I got a video coming out later tonight at 8 p.m. Y'all can definitely check out. And then I got a live stream coming out tomorrow. So hit that sub button. See y'all tomorrow. Deuces.